Miss Marvel has dropped its first episode on Disney Plus with a connection to the Spider-Man movies and a tease for a major villain from Miss Marvel comics. BD here, and in this video we are going to talk about the post-credits scene of the Miss Marvel premiere and a tiny tease of a big villain from Miss Marvel comics that you might have missed earlier in the episode. I'll have my full reaction to the episode at the end of this video, so subscribe to our Phase Zero YouTube channel. Spoilers follow. Let's jump in. Damage Control is on the scene, and they're investigating Kamala Khan using her superpowers at Avengers Con, and they're bringing a familiar face. Agent Cleary is on the case. If this guy looks familiar, that's because you just saw him as recently as Spider-Man No Way Home, working to try and get Spider-Man and his pals to incriminate themselves by admitting to their superhero escapades after Mysterio revealed that one kid's name, but I forgot entirely what his name was. Weird.
What?
In the scene where Agent Cleary shows up to arrest the Spider Gang in No Way Home, you'll also see Agent Foster over his shoulder. Agent Foster connects back to the sequence from the first MCU Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, which opened with Adrian Toomes having his efforts to collect Chitauri technology from the Battle of New York shut down by Damage Control. The Damage Control group started as an organization with Stark Industries to collect alien technology. After the Sokovia Accords were put into place, Damage Control became a division of the government, which tracks down superheroes who are operating illegally. In the case of Kamala Khan, they're definitely going to have questions and likely be one of the driving forces trying to find out the true identity of Miss Marvel as the series goes on. Having her identity revealed by Damage Control could be very dangerous for Kamala Khan and the people in her life. The tease of a possible major villain coming her way is exactly the reason why. Look closely, you'll spot a sign for Edison Electric in the background of a scene. This is a reference to the Edison Electric Company from Marvel Comics, a company set up by Thomas Edison, a clone of Inventor Thomas Edison, but certainly not a perfect clone, as he turns out to be part bird and part man. This genius villain becomes known as Inventor and becomes just a hyper-intelligent enemy to Kamala Khan and Bruno Corelli. Inventor is not expected to appear in Season 1 of Miss Marvel, but the show's creatives have already expressed a desire to see him show up in Season 2 should the series get a second run on Disney+. Now it's reaction time. Overall, I thought Miss Marvel was a very fun story that everybody can relate to. The tone of the show being centered around a teenager navigating life is great and reminiscent of Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, who hasn't had to deal with their parents trying to tell them they can't go do something fun? I really loved that sequence. Not a ton of action early on, but enough stylistic choices by the directors, like showing us the text messages, using fun and catchy music, and montages to keep things moving. Those were all excellent ways to keep the pace up. Kamala is instantly a character many of us can sympathize with. I really enjoy her presence on screen, and I root for her, largely thanks to Iman Vellani being great in the role, and Avengers Con needs to be a real thing because all of us at Phase Zero would love to go, and by all of us, I mean me, and I think all of you in the audience, but whatever. Give me Avengers Con, okay? We have Star Wars Celebration, DC Fandom. Put me at Avengers Con. Overall, this isn't my favorite premiere from Marvel yet, or something that has me feeling like I need to race for episode 2, but it's a flat-out, very enjoyable, fun story with plenty of heart through Kamala, her family, her friendship with Bruno, which really works. Matt Linz and Iman Vellani have a really good rapport together, and the mystery of just how her powers are working and will develop. It's really going to be a nice way to drive this show forward. Surprising absolutely no one. I'm in for more. What did you think of Miss Marvel's premiere? Did you catch any Easter eggs? Drop them in the comment section or send them my way on Twitter at BrandonDavisBeatty. And be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and head over to our podcast every Wednesday on every major podcast platform. It's called Phase Zero. I'm BD. I'll see you there.